This is a reading of My Hiroshima by Junko Morimoto. The cover says so much, right? You see everything? Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. That'll work. For Ai Yonita, who encouraged me to set this down in memory of my friends. And there's some photographs from Hiroshima before, well, pre this story. My Hiroshima by Junko Morimoto. Hiroshima is the town of my memories. It is surrounded by green mountains and looks towards the sea. Through it flow 7 beautiful rivers. Viking Publishing, Family Scene, the countryside. I was the smallest of our family. There was my father and mother, my brother, and 2 elder sisters. Sometimes I liked to be alone. I would stay at home and draw many things. All day I would draw. It is what I loved most. I had many friends, but my best friends were Fumi and Haruku. We played lots of games. Our favorite was oranges and lemons. Summertime was fireworks time. It was fun going with my family to watch the beautiful colors and patterns as they burst overhead. They looked so large and high above the bridge where we stood. I didn't like going to school. Every morning I would hold tightly to my brother's jacket and follow behind him. My teacher wore glasses with heavy black frames. I liked him best when he taught us painting. In the winter of my 4th year at school, a big war started. As I grew up, the world around me changed a lot. By the time I reached high school, I had to wear special clothes because the war our country was in influenced everything. There were fewer and fewer goods in the shops. Everyone had to spend their summer holidays doing military exercises. 8:15 in the morning on August 6th, 1945. The people of Hiroshima had just begun their day's work. Suddenly, the siren sounded, a warning that a plane was approaching. The siren soon stopped, and everyone went about their work. This day, I had a pain in my stomach and was not going to school. My sister and I were in our room talking. There's several street scenes. Yeah, give you a moment. See the plane. I thought I heard the sound of a plane, but it seemed a long way off and very high up. I was hit by a thunderous flash and an explosion of sound. My eyes burnt. Everything went black. I held my sister. Everything faded away. I thought I was dying. That's too bad on the inside. Mushroom cloud. And you see the swirling dervish of the energy exchange. It's just so powerful. In the aftermath. I woke up. I was alive, but my home was completely destroyed. When I crawled outside, I found that the whole of Hiroshima was destroyed. Everything was blown away, torn apart. Everything was burning. See the fires in the background, all the soot and detritus in the air, particulates. The banks of the river were crowded with people. Everyone wanted to be near the water. There was a child screaming, trying to wake up her dead mother. I was very lucky. My family were all alive, and we were together, sheltering in a cave. My father's face was badly burnt and swollen. My brother's back was full of pieces of glass from the window he was sitting beneath. My eldest sister had her teeth sticking through her lip. She had been using chopsticks. As we watched as hundreds and hundreds of people escaped from burning Hiroshima under the strong sunlight of summer. The Exodus. Every school became a hospital for the badly injured. I heard people screaming and moaning in pain, and there was a horrible smell of burnt skin. Many people died, one after another, their bodies taken to the school's playing field and burnt. Several days later, we heard the announcement that the war was over. Half a year passed. The students who had survived went back to their schools. From the dirt of the burnt earth, I took an aluminum lunchbox with burnt black rice inside. I found the bones of many of my friends. Just devastation. Many, many years have passed, and I have returned to my school again. It is still a miracle that I survived. All I see now is clean white ground and peaceful images of young students who are just like I was so long ago. The facts about Hiroshima. At 8:15 in the morning on August 6, 1945, an atomic bomb was dropped on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. This is the first time such a bomb had been used in warfare. 70,000 people died instantly. Another 70,000 died by the end of 1945. At the end of 1950, the total was 200,000. Even today, people are dying who survived the initial blast. These figures are estimates supplied by the city of Hiroshima in a report for the United Nations. The report also states that within 1.5 kilometers of the hypocenter, the bomb blast would have been the equivalent of a hurricane with a wind force of 90 meters per second. Every year on the 6th of August, the city of Hiroshima hosts a remembrance ceremony which thousands of people from around the world attend. Viking Publishing, copyright 1987. Hiroshima Today. Let all the souls here rest in peace, for we shall not repeat the evil. Dear parents and teachers, in my Hiroshima, I have chosen to tell the story of the first atomic bomb explosion through my childhood memories so that young children will be able to relate the story to their lives. Hiroshima is my hometown where I was born. I grew up in a pro-war society, never learning the value of peace or imagining the real holocaust of war. It is still frightening to remember that time when even children were trained in war, taught that suicide came before surrender. When the war ended, and for the first time in my life I could appreciate peace, I was standing in the middle of a burnt land. It was a miracle. It was a miracle I and other members of my family survived both the day of the attack and afterwards. For several months during that year's winter, my mother had an intense fever which almost took her life. My sister and I also endured the fever. It was not until much later that we learned that this was radiation sickness caused by exposure to the atomic bomb explosion and fallout. War, the atomic bomb, only human beings have produced them. They are the crimes of adults who forget the precious value of life. I believe it is the duty and responsibility of adults to teach our children the importance of not repeating these mistakes and to give them the heart to care for and value all life on earth. Junko Morimoto. Oh, with the seven rivers. Nice. All right, folks. I thank you for your time.